Hola, hola, Gazmo.
Hey guys, hola, hola. How are you?
Yeah, cool. Yeah, and
Great.
today we have all news from the Game Developers Conference, GDC. Yes, and today's special guest, you can.
Yeah,
Anita,
guys.
yeah.
Today we have Yukin, yeah, who joined us like pleasantly. Like great to have you here. And he's a Web3 gamer and a content creator. So I think it will be really interesting to listen to his experience and what does he do here, what kind of projects he talks to, which ones stand out. So anything. So you can welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. So tell us how are you doing?
I'm doing great. I hope you guys are having a great day. Yeah, no, I literally, it's my first time at GDC, and dude, it's been amazing. This has been so great to communicate, see people IRL, and for me, it's jumping into the space at a very short time, but also trying to make a big impact with everyone. And again, for me, this was whole experience was just to build a great relationship with people. Again, meeting with Anita was really awesome. So just showing up at these events and all these side events really was awesome. And then also going to GDC is very vital. Just chat with everyone, but also talk to people that were Web 2 as well. So it's just a lot of bonding and communicating, and but giving people information about stuff that don't know about Web 3.
Nice, this is really awesome. So what did you pick up like as you were on the conference from the very beginning, right? From Monday.
Mhm.
So what are your main insights for these days and any objectives for the last days that is happening today?
So you're trying to figure out what was going on Monday?
Yeah, I just want to figure out like what are your insights from the conference. So anything that you are taking away with you, like anything that you know that like you were impressed or like something that you discovered, yeah, and you can share with the community.
Yeah, there was some cool stuff out there. Like there at the well, on Monday they didn't really have the expo ready, so Wednesday was obviously the first day of it. But just some of the cool things about all the new innovations that were behind like the Web 3 side of things. Like you saw these like small studios that literally were building stuff. Like there was a game that had like a waffle iron, and you were like playing it with the waffle. Like it was the craziest thing I've ever seen. But like it just shows you that like literally these new companies out there were really excited to promote their new products or new ideas on what they want to build with certain games out there. Is definitely interesting to seeing these Web 2 companies. So, for instance, Epic, obviously really loves Web 3, but definitely still learning and stuff like that. So they are definitely always interested into checking stuff out, and they always have some new projects and new ideas that they're going to try to help Web 3 in general to be bigger and better. I also talked to TikTok as well, and they're like, they don't really know what's really Web 3 and stuff like that. So I had like talked to them about what they know versus what I know. So like just trying to keep building relationships with all the cool things happening at GDC. And again, Web 3 in general definitely did it really big this year. They announced a lot of great things out there. Some games from Avalanche, some Solana, some Polygon stuff. So there's a lot of great stuff out there. And then we also got to play on Beam too. So again, there's a lot of great projects that definitely showcase a lot of great games and some news and stuff like that.
Wow, really,
Oh,
it's amazing. You know that I checked you Twitch, and as I can see, you're a shooter. Yeah, and could you give some of your experience about this game? You're a gamer. You're really cool.
thank you, thank you. No, you're cool. No, but thank you guys. I appreciate it. Yeah, no. So, I'm just for me, I'm like an avid gamer. So I'm pretty much a first person shooter type of gamer. I've always been like that my whole life. But just been playing, loving games, man. And I think that's for me carrying on the stuff that I've been doing from like tournaments from back in the day, from playing Halo to Call of Duty, everything like that. I've never been a pro player, but seriously, literally been trying to make sure that I can showcase my experience and my skills to everyone. That's why I think how I blew up in my realm and my love for gaming is what obviously catapulted me to where I am right now.
Nave, you are muted. We don't hear you.
Oh.
Yeah, sometimes it happens.
That's okay. But
Yeah,
yeah,
so
like I said, so I started. I've been streaming for a while now, and I definitely love shooting games. I love first person shooters, but I also love different games too. So like for me, I'm just a huge gamer. So I just think I just have the passion for always trying to get better at games, and I always try my hardest. So it's like I know that sometimes you can't always be the best at it, but if you try and keep trying, you'll learn and you'll eventually become the best at what you want to do in your games.
you can. What trends do you see like in Web3 gaming? As here in GDC, there are like tons of projects, like thousands of people, but talking to many of them. So, did you feel how the industry is changing, and what are the main focus or trends of the projects you communicated with?
Yeah, I mean, I've definitely noticed that a lot of people again are looking. So they had the huge AVAX booth out there, pretty much just showcasing, literally like Web3 gaming sucks. Like that's like one of the big taglines that kind of like was with part of Web3. And I've noticed that a lot of these projects or a lot of these companies out there, again with Web2 stuff, they don't really know much about Web3, and so you start seeing this trend of like, wait, you guys are just games, like, but you have some monetizable value to it as well. And you start seeing these like people looking out, but like, wow, I actually want to know more about this. And like, I go into these side events. Usually, I guess they're not as packed as they once were, but man, these guys were packed. People were trying to go in there, try to talk to the right people to see what's Web3. How can I get my game or my company to be a part of this? And again, I was talking to someone that literally was doing fundraiser for kids, doing some charity work for kids, and I was like, oh my god, I didn't have no idea what Web3 is, and I showed him this cute game about Forgotten Playland about like your teddy bears, and it's like a Mario Party type of vibe. And he's like, oh my god, like this is amazing. He's like, so this is Web3. I was like, yes, this is Web3. It's literally the same thing as Web2. Like it's just a game, just with monetizable assets that for yourself or for the for anyone else. But again, it's just they're kind of mind blown with Web3 right now. And again, it's just really exciting that people are finally kind of opening up and seeing how excited I was. I'm still am, but for them, it's just like the first eye opening for them.
Yeah, and I actually feel the same, and but we are really in the very early stage of development of Web3 games, and it's so fun to be like from the very beginning here, inside, of the industry and touching it, playing it. Like, yeah, maybe sometimes it's not so perfect yet, as you have a lot of things to work on, but being a part of the community who is now here, it's who knows who will be in a couple of years. Who knows? Maybe like Web3 gaming, maybe worldwide, like top games in the world. So it's definitely something we really enjoy to be a part of. And what I also noticed, like from my side, how many projects are thinking about connection between Web2 and Web3 world, how to make the experience of gamers like better, how to make onboarding process easier. So you don't need to think a lot like what to do to register in the game, like all this stuff, how to continue the interest and retention of the users. So to make them really want to log in not just 2 minutes per day, but really want to come back and to improve and to feel this connection to the community and to relate this, then one day we all can come to the conference and meet each other offline. So I think this this is the beauty. And what yesterday, by the way, guys, I met a really nice project from South Korea. I'm not sure you can, if you saw them. They do they have a Web3 game, and they implemented like a full body like jacket. They use meta glasses, and they use gloves. So when you play the game, you experience totally like what is happening inside the game. So when you shoot, you feel it everywhere, like on your fingers, on your back,
Wow.
on the shoulders. Yeah, when you run, you feel like the vibration. So I think like what I also noticed that many companies, they are thinking how to make the impact of the game so you can feel it, and you can play not just a gamer like holding a phone, but being like inside the game. And especially when you are with meta glasses or like with any others, you feel like you are like a part of a movie, and it's something amazing, I think.
Yeah, no, and it's crazy you say that because I literally last night I was like I saw this guy like I was at one of the parties last night and again I just see him all by himself. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go chat with him, introduce myself, see what he does and everything like that. I found out this guy is one of the guys that's gonna be making one of the Web3 games. They made a trailer of it and they have the rights for Ready Player One. And so they're actually trying to get a open world like Web3 game that is very much like the movie. So they have the rights to those characters, everything like that. And I was telling him, it's like, oh, you guys can have the suit and everything like that. He's like, well, we could, but like it's the IP and everything like that. So I was like, oh man, I just thought about because you were just talking about like how you could feel all that stuff. Literally, that movie was pretty much just like that. So where it's like he felt everything from the games that he was playing. So yeah, it's just great to see some new things out there that are innovating at a fast rate, right? And just seeing how excited these people are in Web3.
Wow. And do you talk now about a helmet? The guys, they created a helmet that can recognize like all the emotions on the face, and they transform it into the game. Are you
Yeah.
telling about that? It seems I met them yesterday as well, and I was so impressed. And they told me about that this technology was used for Avatar, for the movie, and also they implemented this. So guys, the idea is, so you put this helmet on your head, and
Mm.
then you live with it for some time. You like smile, crying, like talking to people. So this helmet can replicate all the movements, and then you can implement this character inside the game, and it will be very natural. It won't be like robot, so it will be like a real human,
Wow.
replicating all the mimics, like gestures of a real person. And when I see this technologies, I said, oh my goodness, like it seems like in a couple of years or maybe months, it will be totally different industry. So it will be even more realistic than our real life. I don't know. I feel that.
It's evolving fast. I know that for sure. And these guys are super dedicated at really getting the technology out there. Obviously, the people that are wanting to get it out first, right? They're really excited about it. But it just shows you that these people are super passionate about the future and wanting to make things more realistic for ourselves, and then also for the things that we're viewing as well, right? So when we're playing these video games, where we're seeing these like gameplay movies or whatever like that, everything starts becoming more realistic, which is kind of a little scary. I'm like, oh, I don't know about this. Like, you guys are really crazy, like, but it's really exciting though, and just seeing all the technologies with the robots and everything like that. So it's really interesting. But a great time to be a part of life right now, because everything is right now is just building, but it's just great to see that.
Cool. Nate, do you can you speak now? I do hope.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah,
Yeah,
good,
great.
good. So what do you think about it? I know that you love technology so much.
Yeah, you know that I'm also a shooter gamer. I started from, I don't know, do you know or not, thinking about Doom game?
Yeah, absolutely. I
Yeah,
love
I,
Doom.
I was one of the top players there, and
Really? Okay.
it was like the last time ago, and I have like anyway. Now I am realized and I love really metaverse. I mean
Mm,
MetaQuest 3, and I'm playing now Population One.
mm.
Have you tried? And
Yeah.
what I feel when you explain, Anita, about this feeling when with gloves, I don't know, with clothes, but even when I'm playing the Meta Quest, I have same feeling.
Mm.
Looks like I'm training.
Yeah.
And it's really cool. It's really cool because all time we are sitting just only with computer, yes, and try to play shooter. I know you also top player the several games, but look, when you training in the meta, I think you training also your body. It's fantastic, yes.
No, it-
And
yeah.
have you ever tried VR?
What's that?
VR,
VR,
virtual,
yes.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, I love VR. I love VR. My kids love VR. I love VR, but I also get motion sickness. So because it's like the frame rate isn't like there yet. But yeah, no, I love VR. I love how the technology, just even what Anita was saying about the bodysuit, what you were saying as well about the bodysuit, how you can feel everything like that. Like adding all that with the VR headset, dude, it's gonna be crazy. And I'm really excited to see what kind of games, what new games out there that start implementing more realistic feels of, more of an environmental, like you're actually there, So that excites me as a gamer. Maybe not getting shot all the time. That would be really unfortunate, feeling all those bullets. But like other than that, like it's really exciting to see that, again, we're in the stages of these early developments of the technology in Web3.
Guys, and what do you think about AI, artificial intelligence? How does GDC like showcase maybe the evolution of AI in games?
Yeah, I think AI is really interesting because it could definitely help some games out a lot. For instance, I can't really say much on this one, but Parallel has got their AI stuff. They're making Air Parallel Colony, and I was able to look at some codes and check out what they're doing. Man, it looks really interesting. So, like, just imagine like you're playing one of these games, open world type of games on your phone, and now you're able to chat with literally. It's you have a prompt of a message, right? It's always different, and you chat with it normally, like you would just type it in, and it will prompt up a code. So it would prompt up something. A message will say something like, "Oh, like hi, like how are you doing? I'm doing great." He's like, "That's cool," and you know what I mean. So like it's like chatting with you in real time versus like one of the video games that we have nowadays where it's like it's all prompted, right? So it's like very scripted versus this is more realistic. It feels like a very realistic type of feel. So I think AI adding in-game stuff like that, I think it's really interesting. But I would love to see more of what AI could really do for other things other than like I heard about like AI opponents like Chibi Clash is doing stuff with AI as well. The opponents, everything is generated, but they're also learning all the people's skills. So it's like, so it's not trying. They're trying to make it harder for people, but also again easier for a certain extent. But yeah, it's exciting.
Awesome. Yeah, and okay, when you play in, guys, can you hear me as well? Yeah,
It's not good, but we can hear you. I don't know. It seems you have some. It seems that
technical issue.
the
No, okay.
microphone.
Anyway,
It's okay.
I'm playing game, and all time I can play 24 hours.
Crazy,
Even you
crazy.
cannot lunch. You could not. Anyway, it's really deep focus on the game. And will in GDC, will there any session on mental health and the wellness in like for gaming community? That's something with mental health. How about that? Have
Oh
you
wow, I
seen?
think it was a lot. It was a lot, and here is Meta, and I also see the possibilities to try Apple Vision Pro. I saw many people wearing Apple Vision Pro, like walking inside the buildings. I talked to several projects who created the glasses. One like Indian company. It was pretty interesting as I always ask, okay, guys, but what are the main difference between Meta Vision Pro and your glasses? As they look very similar, but like we have maybe different quality or prices or some other things. Like why people do need to choose your ones? And I love really the Indian creation, as they are very light. They are really smaller than Meta. And the picture inside, it seems it's more quality, of the higher quality. So I saw several producers of different like glasses, so it seems that the industry is developing really fast. And now like when we talk about Apple Vision Pro, yeah, it's really great, but it's not affordable to everyone. And on the other hand, like we have Meta and new brands like showing up, like from 2000 or 200 bucks, like to $1,000. So this is the average price. So, and I see how passionate the teams are, and how much value they see in it. And I always also ask, like, okay, but how much sales did you make? Like, what is your target area? So who buys this? Yeah. And all of them like mentioned that they sold dozens of thousands of glasses. So it seems, that it's still quite a new technology, and people are just starting feeling it. How is it? Like, how can I use it in my daily life? Can I use it just for games, or maybe for education, or maybe like if you say for physical activities? Maybe I remember when you showed me Meta, and I was trying to climb the wall, and it was difficult, guys. Really, I failed like 10 times. I said, oh my god, if it would be the real wall, it would be easier for me like to climb it than like trying this, like put in all this stuff. So I think that this is a huge like industry and potential for development. But now, like, I saw also several AI projects, and I talked to AI avatars. But what I feel that they're just learning how to do that. They are not really perfectly done. As one avatar I talked about, they reloaded him 5 times, guys, 5 times. So it was like hanging. I said, okay, maybe I will give up. No, wait, we will show you. And the replies, when you talk to the AI, the replies are still, you feel it's not a human, as maybe because I communicate a lot with ChatGPT as well, and I can recognize where is a human written text and where is not. And when I talk to these AIs, it's a great initiative, of course. It's a great industry, and it's a great potential where to go, but it's still in the very beginning. Like, what do you feel like? I feel like, it's a great things to do, like, with the future.
No, it really is. So many great things that, again, that they're building. Like that's how we always say in Web3. It's like we're always building things, right? Even people in Web2, they're always building new things, and things take time, right? So that thing is like absolutely perfect right now. Things are buggy, right? So whenever, even though the showcasing on the stage floor, things are still buggy, but they're always learning and trying to get the feedback and learn from the mistakes that they've already have, but also really trying to do the best that they can, right? Because they're really passionate. Again, what you're saying is right. They're passionate about these projects, right? They're passionate about the things that they're making. So it's really exciting to see that they are continuing to develop these, and obviously do it for the right reasons, right? Never for the wrong, but always for the right. And it's really exciting to see these integrations from all the types of worlds, whether it be the Apple Vision Pros to the glasses that you mentioned as well. So again, they're really trying to make sure that we have these technologies really finished and fully functional. So we're not like, oh, like I just spent all my money on this and I didn't really get much out of it. So again, it's really exciting, but yeah, it definitely is taking some time.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, I really can relate to what you're talking about. And guys, I also just reminded that with so many new games, really, some games are in the stage of just creation, some are like reaching their closed beta testing. But at the same time, I was really surprised to see a game It was. It reminded me Mario. If you remember Mario from our childhood, so you need to go with this character like Jin 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 in different things. And what
Anita,
did I?
Mario.
Oh, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. So are you a fan of Mario? I didn't know that.
Yeah, fun. Uh,
Okay. So yeah, so what was I wanted to share that on one hand it's a lot of new stuff coming up, but on another hand it's really great to see the projects like from inspired by the ideas of the projects that were popular like 10, 20 years ago, like Mario or like speed racing, but on the higher levels. And when I sit down and try this game Mario, they oh yeah, they have another character of course, but the idea is like that. And you can it will be a web3 game, so they're just like reaching their close beta test, and I'm really excited to try it on, as it was so so easy to do it, and so like exciting, like as you boom 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 jump in, taking all the rewards, opening some mystery boxes. So I really love that. And I think this is, a good sign, especially for a little bit elder players than like just young people. So we can, for example, can feel the spirit from our childhood playing these games.
Yeah, I mean, again, those people are literally like they love the nostalgia, right? So again, it's exciting to see some of these again those projects again that are very very similar to how Mario plays, how the game plays, and everything like that. And then you just start seeing the ones that are literally just kind of like I'm like looking, I'm like, huh? Like, how is this a game? Like, this is really interesting. Like, there was one that was about a literally like a blinds, like like blinds on the window. Like, it was literally like you would charge it up by charging it with your wine glass, and then you would shoot it with your blinds. Like, it was like the craziest thing I've ever seen. But like again, just shows you that the innovation of like how how excited they are about some of the nostalgia of stuff. And also when you're talking about like the touch and feel about the bodysuits, right? I know I remember it kind of brought me up with this thing called Power Glove. If you guys remember that, back in the day, they used to have a Power Glove where you can actually type it. You play the game with your fingers, right? So it was all in a glove. So just seeing that, like they had probably had that inspiration of like that was something that we want to do, but it was the technology was not there. But now we can actually make something not just from the glove, but from the bodysuit to the eyes now and everything. So it's exciting to see that people's childhood, like aspirations are now finally coming true.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
yeah, and how
And
about
just actually
Web3
want to
games?
chime in, sorry, Dave. I know that you stream a lot of Shrapnel, you stream a lot of Nine. What was the game name? Sorry, it was
Nine Heroes. Yeah.
9 years. Yes.
Yeah.
So, what do you think those games do right in comparison to like just regular Web2 shooters? What do you think they need to improve? What do you enjoy? Like, can you like tell us a little bit more about your experience of streaming those games? Like maybe playing and are you excited about any upcoming features that's out there?
Yeah, for me, Shrapnel again was the game that I first researched about, really like for the first FPS shooter, because again had a really cool trailer. Coming into space, learning, educating myself all last year, just about Web3 in general, and I found out that wow, like this game looks really interesting. I know it was going to be very similar to like a Tarkov game, but it felt very fast paced. Like there's times and moments in the game that do feel very slow at this stage, early stage in the game. But I think when they listen to the feedback, they're always listening to the feedback. I think some of the things in Web3, especially with Shrapnel and Nine Heroes, what are doing perfectly what others are trying to do. And it is definitely listen to the community, right? The community is definitely way more involved right now, and just giving them feedback, right? You got people like me, you got Andy Slaps, Cairo, people from the Shrapnel team, Doug, for people from Nine Heroes, you got Bryson, Jesus Martinez. So you got a lot of people are literally just trying to give feedback to these game developers. Say, hey, we played these games before. We played games, and we can help you, build the game better. And you know, again, Shrapnel is one of the exciting ones because again, it is that first person extraction shooter. Nothing else is like that on the market right now other than the Tarkov game. But again, just having that monetizable asset of being able to make money while also playing the games that you do love. If you're a big extraction shooter, you'll love that. And Nine Heroes is absolutely crazy to think it's an alpha, but it's pretty polished right now, which is not what I expected when I first played it. And we did a creator mashup. We grabbed all these creators up that I was able to play with, and we all played it. And man, everyone kept saying like within like the first like 3 minutes of the game, like, oh my god, I love this game, love this game, love this game. Like they were just gassing it up because they how polished it was. And the best part is that you were able to play with other people as well. So again, a lot of these Web3 games don't have the functionality to play with players, right? So the fact that we are able to play like a 5v5, it's an Overwatch slash Valorant type of game. So if you like stuff like that where you're actually communicating, playing with the team, playing with your friends, having fun, like this is like really awesome game. You know, it's with cats and mechs. So it's really exciting to see how that concept turned into how it is now. And their team is actually made games from Halo to Destiny. So they've already have good experience in shooters, but also, you know, building some really competitive games as well. So but also this, again, there's a lot of exciting games out there like Bloodloop. I'm really excited about playing Bloodloop. You know, Forgotten Playland from Beam. I'm really interested in seeing what Arbitrum is going to be doing in the next year, a couple months. So they have some really good ideas. Solana's been killing it lately. Again, all these projects are very early access. So you know, I can't honestly say like, oh, like this is going to be the next, you know, or this wave is going to be this, because there's so many great things out there right now that literally anyone can really take the throne of like, you know, the best Web3 stuff. So, but there's so many games out there. You know, from my channel to everyone else's channel, we try to do as much as we can to help showcase some of the smaller games out there so that they get the spotlight, but also still play the big games, because again, that's usually where the bigger community is at. But again, we're all here Web3 gamers, and we're all big Web3 influencers are trying to help promote and build Web3 just like they're building their games as well.
Absolutely. And do you think like Twitch in the future also gonna embrace Web3 games? As you said, the community is a big part of it, maybe even like one of the best part of the Web3 gaming. So do you think Twitch is gonna have like special like Web3 categories, maybe even YouTube or some like just mainstream?
Yeah. I think I honestly think that I think the integration of Twitch, having some type of Web3 integration will be really interesting to see. That is something that I don't know yet, but I believe in the future of Web3, and I believe that there will be some type of integration. I think a lot of people are starting to feel that FOMO, right? The fear of missing out, feeling they're not part of it. I mean, just look at Epic Games. You see a company out there, Steam is not even really integrating these Web3 games, but Epic has been killing it lately. And you start seeing their stock prices start going up, and because again, player count, people are really interested in just saying, whoa, what's Web3? You can make money playing games like this. Like, it just shows you that, again, all these companies out there are fearing they're FOMOing right now. And for the ones that don't really get into it are going to miss out literally on the opportunity of a lifetime, because again, I just think that again, it's games, but also monetizable stuff. So it just shows you that, again, all these companies are really interested into checking out what Web3 is really about.
Absolutely. And I feel like Epic Games says they like battling Apple right now for like, you know, for all the trading fees in mobile. So I feel like if they win, then mobile is gonna feel that Web3 surge as well. I feel like we're gonna see
Well,
lots of native apps in like iOS and maybe Play Store as well.
and then you also got to think Fortnite too, right? Their biggest IP, right? They're literally killing it. Like I think I talked to multiple people out there of how saying like the UE and the FI like of Fortnite is going to be like probably going to be one of the biggest things out there, because they're grabbing all these IPs from different. They got Disney, you know, they got Peter Griffin, you know, like literally just like the silliness of it, but like they're grabbing everything and they're building this huge universe out there. So again, it just shows you that, like, again, Epic is trying to be a step ahead of literally everyone. But again, all these companies out there are starting to feeling it, and they're like, okay, we should start checking it out more often.
Yeah, and just to mention, I think the Fortnite, you mentioned Fortnite Builder, right? So it's open to developers of. I've seen some Solana games even like use Fortnite Builder to like build their own version of Fortnite and monetize it through Web3.
And we have Shrapnel too. So Shrapnel is also, they also have their lands or similar lands in Fortnite as well. So again, it just shows you that like they're also trying to integrate those Web3 stuff into Fortnite as well. So it's again, it's super exciting. It's a great time, guys. It's a great time to be alive in Web3, but also just alive for technology and gaming in general.
Okay, I think yeah, we can talk a lot, guys. We can talk an hours like discussing this, but we will keep the spaces regular, like a couple of times per week, so to discuss all the new things coming up, like technologies, like new projects. So I'd like to thank Yuki. I know you have a busy day today as well. The last day, guys, we survived.
Yeah,
So,
good luck at the conference. Last
Thank
yeah.
you.
Just want to wish you a good day. I do hope we will get in touch today during the day to say goodbye. Yeah, but we'll definitely keep in touch. So thanks everyone. Yeah, it was a nice, energetic live stream. Love you guys. So keep in touch and take care and play the games.
No, thank you very much.
care.
Love you guys. Appreciate it. Thanks for having me on.